Technical writers used to manually create REST API documents. The writers were responsible for documenting all user guide and reference material, copying content from comments in the source code. The process was a massive undertaking, laborious and prone to error. Because each writing team worked independently, there was no consistent organization or structure across teams. Furthermore, the generated HTML wasn't interactive, so readers were left scrolling long reference docs. This manual process of developing REST docs isn't sustainable and breaks down quickly in a fast-moving environment like Oracle. With the REST publishing app, development teams provide the foundation and scaffolding in the form of source files that provide the bulk of the reference content, often generated directly from comments in the source code. Writers in turn create introductory topics, use cases, and robust examples. So, how does the REST API publishing app work? Developers first adopt one of three API description languages to author the reference content: Swagger, RAML, or JSON Schema Hypermedia. They then upload their descriptions to the publishing app. Writers author the intro, use cases, and example content using Dida and store that content into a Git repository that mirrors the structure of the API. The publishing app then converts the source files to HTML files using a set of templates designed specifically for REST APIs and merges the two contributions to produce the REST API doc. The publishing app makes processing easy because it's a REST API itself. Developers submit post requests to register the API container for the document. Then register categories of resources to create a structured table of contents. And finally, post an API description for each category. After registration is complete, developers, writers, and even build systems send a post request to publish the content, which creates a job request that can be tracked. The end result is a REST API doc with exceptional navigation options designed for app developers, for each set of REST APIs showing the endpoints organized by task, by path, or by method. And then for each call, documenting what app developers need to provide in the request and what they'll see in the response, as well examples of the curl command, the request body, the response header, and the response body. Finally, Get Start Topics introduce the API and show through use cases how to make the most use of the API. By standardizing on a set of supported API description models, we can generate a standard look and feel and orchestrate a lifecycle where technical writers can engage with teams owning REST APIs. For more information, visit the REST API wikis to get started on your REST API today.